What we are going to learn now is the shape tool. Very, very useful tool where you can create different type of shapes. So that is what we are going to learn. Very interesting, very, very useful commands what we are going to learn. Let me create a new I have a blank canvas here. We are going to learn about the shape tools. So when you go down here, you can see rectangle tool, round rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygonal tool, line tool, and custom shape tool. Okay. Let me select the rectangle tool. And when you come here, you can see that there are three options available here: shape, path, pixel. We have already covered the pixel. You can refer old videos and learn path. Today we are going to cover the shape. So I'm in the shape now. The shortcut for shape is U. I select the rectangle tool and I'll just draw a small rectangle. So I got a rectangle with a red color and a properties box have been opened here. This rectangle is having two important concepts. One is the color filling and the other one is called the stroke. So a shape will have two important things. One is the fill color and the other one is stroke. Stroke means the outside boundary. Now the stroke outside is very, very thin. You can see here the first box indicate the color. If I click this box, you get an optional bar where you can change the color of the fill. Let me change the color to green. Green has been filled here. Okay. If you don't want the fill, you select the first button here, which is no fill. Click no fill. Only you can see the outer boundary, which is called stroke. When you use the second option, which is the standard option, filling the solid color. So whichever you select, you get that color here. If you want to get yellow, click the yellow color, you get the yellow color fill here. The third option is here, the radiant colors. You click the radiant button here and you have different options here. Whichever color you want, you can fill. Suppose I use the first one. I can fill that one. So whichever pattern, gradient pattern I select, I can use it. So this is the third option. And the next option is pattern. If you want to fill this with pattern, you may require it later when you create the tiles, etc. You want to fill a particular pattern in that. So let me click this one. So there are different patterns available, or you can bring the patterns from outside and fill so that you will become the tiles. You see, tiles, marble, granite. You can use different pattern if you want to fill. So the first option is no fill. Second option is the color, solid color. Third option is the radiant. Fourth option is the pattern. So we can fill anything with this. So let us keep with the solid color now. So I fill the red color. Okay. Now you come to the next one, which is stroke. Stroke is nothing but the outside boundary. Outside boundary. Now the outside boundary pixel is very, very thin, only 3 pixels. When you click this stroke here, similar fill color box, you get it. Okay, so before that, let me increase a little bit the size of this. So let me increase little bigger. You can see that you can see now outer boundary stroke is 9 pixels. And you click this one, similar box are coming here, and you can change the color whichever you want. The first option is no stroke. So stroke has been removed. Second one is solid color. So now it is black. I can make it to green, yellow. I can make any color I want. Okay. The third option is again similar to radial color. You can fill this radial color. You see, black, white. This radial color is filled. And fourth option is again the pattern. You can fill that with pattern. So here you can change the size. Here, use this and adjust the size. This is to change the color of the stroke. And even you can see let me create this into black color, will be more clear. Black, yeah, it is black color. Even I can change the line type. Now you can see it is a black and white continuous line. I can change it to another style. Dotted line. You can see dotted line. Dashed line. Dotted line. So there are different types available. And even you can align this. Control plus. Let me just zoom a little bit. Control. You can see now. You can, when you come here, we are in the shape. So you can, from here, you can change the line type you want. When you select the align button here, you can see that the stroke is at the center of that portion. Outer. So it moved outside. This is inner. This is a standard one. There are many options available here. You can increase the distance between the dots, etc. You can try later. I'll bring it back to continuous line now. Okay. You can change the width of this rectangle from here. Now the length of this rectangle is 291 pixel. I can make it to little smaller if I want. I will say 200 pixel. So the width has been reduced to 200. I can adjust the height if I want. I will reduce the height to 120. So you can adjust from here. If you lock this button, then if you change one of the value, other value also will change. 250. Automatically, other value also will change because it is locked. So you can adjust from here. Next one is here. If you go here, you can see that very, very interesting thing is that whenever you create a shape, it creates a layer here. Now suppose you created another, whenever you create one object, it creates one additional layer. Another one. So whenever you create a shape, it creates one layer. Control Alt Z. Let me cancel this. When I use here an option here, new layer, that is why he was creating every time when you create a shape, it was creating a new layer. When I select the combined shape, so what happened? I will create another rectangle here. I press the shift so that I will get the square. You see that he created another one in the same layer. He did not create the second layer. It created the same layer. That means these are combined. If you use the move command, you can see that both are moving together. So how can you move only one? So here I have to use the path selection tool. Below the pen, I have to select the path selection tool. Click this path selection. Now we can move only one. You need not use the move command. Just clicking, you can use. And if I bring it down here, it joins because you are in the combined. You are in the combined shapes. I hope you got an idea. It creates only a single layer and it combined. If you keep it a little far away, it will be separate. But it's still a combined. You can join anytime. If you select the second option, I will select another rectangle and I want to subtract from here. Subtract. You see, it's subtracted from the, it cut that portion. Suppose I use Ellipse Tool. When I press shift, you get a circle. So even if I increase the stroke, it is not increasing because of the memory problem. You require a little memory for trying these options. So I'm in the subtraction mode. Let me see whether I can get it. Let me try a rectangle. It cut. Okay, because you're in the subtraction mode. I can move this rectangle at the center. I will use the path selection method, drag it and put it center. So it cut at the center. Okay, so this, when you use this one, you have to be very careful because sometimes memory issues, you may not get the exact result you want. So subtract. Same way I can use the intersect. Intersect, that means common area is left. Common area is left. Next one is extrude overlapping shape. As I move a little bit here, you can see that overlap portion is cut. Overlap portion is cut. Okay, so they can use the different options here. New layer, usually default will be new layer. If you want a combined layer, and if you want subtract, and sometimes you may require some shape which you want a inner circle. There you can use the combine and then subtract and other thing you can try. As I mentioned, it may require some memory, so you may have to be very careful when you use this command. Okay, I have one more. Rectangle command. One rectangle you have. You go to combine shape. You have another one, another one, another one, and you select all this path selection. Everything is selected. You can use this alignment command now. Left align, so everything is aligned left. Everything right. Right edges. So you can do the alignment also. And there is one option. When I create a rectangular tool here, if you can see some options here. The same coloring adjustment, everything you can possible from here. Get the same options. Same option for the stroke, increasing the point, the line type, everything. This is on, this is solid color. Okay, so all these things is same thing available from here. In addition to that, suppose you want to make a round the corner. So you can just go here and just drag. Click. You can see all the four, you can make the corners round. So it will become 27 pixel round. And bring it back to 0. So if you want only one side, then you remove the center, remove tick, and it is off. Now whichever corner you want, you can use that. Suppose I want to only this corner to change, go there, modify it, click. See, you can change. So you can adjust that things from here. That is possible from here. Okay. So we have seen about rectangle. Similar way you can have rounded rectangle. It is the same. Either you can change from here or you get rounded rectangle. Separate command is available. You can use this also. Next one is you have the ellipse tool. Ellipse. If you want circle, press shift, drag. Then you have polygon tool. Let me erase this all. Move command, select everything, delete. Okay. Let me show you how to use this polygonal tool, polygon tool. When you select the polygon tool, you can see that it is 6 sides now. So if I draw a polygon, I get 6 sides. If you want to 3 side, I can make it to 3 side. Okay, I have 5 sides polygon. 5 side polygon you got. If I increase to 8 sides, 8 sides. If you want to get a triangle, 3 sides. Okay. If you want to get star, then you give the number of sides here. Suppose I give 5 sides and use this button here, arrow, star. Click this star button. Now we can draw, get the star. Star. If you want to get more side, 9 sides, star. So we can create different type of stars. If you, from here, if you want to make a curve, suppose you want to make the smooth corner on, you can see that corner is also smooth now. Smooth corner. From here, I will say smooth indents, but the inside also you want to give smooth. So I will reduce the number of sides to 5, and it is like this now, 5. So I will remove the smooth corner, and you have like this. I want to curve, make the curve here, so I can make it using the smooth indent. By adjusting this also, you can do a lot of things. Suppose I 0, not available. You can change that value and make different things then. What happened if I make it to 50? You can see the star became, that length become bigger. You can adjust that again, keep 100%. 100% is not allowed. 99%. Okay. So you will not get properly 99%. Maybe you can keep about 50%, you will get the correct result. 50. Okay. Now I want to make a curve here. So I can use the smooth indent. You see, it's curved there. So there are a lot of options available for the stars. So what you have to do is go to the polygon, give the number of sides, and from here you can change various options. Let me erase all these things. Delete. Now let us move on to line tool. So line tool, you just draw a line. Usually you get a thin line like this. That means 1 pixel line. If you want to get thicker line, you have to change the weight here. You see weight, you have to change that pixel to different, give different lines, maybe 5 pixel. Little thicker you get. So I give here also you can adjust. There is a stroke available at the outside. There is also stroke available. Suppose I make a 10 pixel line. 10 pixel. I can adjust the stroke for line also. Okay. Now, so that's how you do. If you want to get exact horizontal line, press shift and drag. Press shift and drag. Vertical or horizontal if you want, use that command. Okay, now let us see. So we have seen rectangle tool, round rectangle, ellipse, polygon, line tool, custom shapes. When you use the custom shapes, you go in here, you can see that there are different type of customs available. Suppose you want to get a cat, you select this cat, draw. See, you get a cat. You press the shift and you get it exactly similar way. So there are different patterns available. Press shift, you get exactly. Okay, so the different options are available. If you don't find this, you have to go here. Here, usually now all are on. Suppose you want only animals, click animals. So you have only animals now. Just a minute. You have only animals. Dog you want, bring in the dog here. Try to use the shift button so you get exactly. Okay. Suppose you want this bird. You can change the color you want. You can add the stroke, anything you want. So there are many custom shape available. If you don't find it, you go here, and if you say all the things will be open. Suppose you want only arrows, go here, arrows. You can append. Okay, so you can do a lot of things. You have arrows now. Shift and do it. You can create your own shape and keep it safe there. Suppose this is the thing I want to create to custom model. I created an object here. Right click. Define custom shape. When you go to custom shape, you can see that your shape has come here. So you can create your own custom shape. You create the shape, select the shape, then you right click and say custom shape. You can do like that also. You can use the pen tool and create some model, your own style you created. Suppose this is the thing I want. I select this using path selection tool. Select this, right click, create, define a custom shape. You can see, give a name, XX. Go to custom shape here. Down here, you can see the new shape we created. So like that, you can create shape also. So this shapes are very, very useful, very interesting. You can have rectangle tool. All these are vector tools. That means even if you zoom any number of times, you will not see the pixels. Okay. I hope you got some idea now. You can use the rectangle tool, rounded rectangle, ellipse tool, polygon tool, line tool, custom shape tool.